Welcome back. Now we answer questions we receive from you, our viewers. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, I lost faith in religion at one point, and in that phase, I insulted Allah. Now I've regained my faith. I'm afraid that I will not be forgiven for such acts. Can you advise me?
Okay, I should say, first of all, that the feeling that maybe we have done something wrong and God will not forgive us, or maybe He will not forgive us, that's a good feeling to have, but it has to be balanced. It has to be balanced with the idea that God is merciful and He's just and He's fair and He's kind and forgiving. So we cannot just simply have one view without the other. If somebody just simply thinks, okay, whatever I've done wrong doesn't matter because God is forgiving and merciful, that's treating our sins too lightly. Mm-hmm. That's not a good attitude. On the other hand, if we just treat the sins, blowing it out of proportion, and neglecting the view that God is forgiving and merciful, that's not fair to God either. We don't have the right conception of God. So we have to balance the two. And the right balance is to say, okay, we did something wrong, but when I remember that, especially on some such occasions, like, when people are praying for forgiveness in the Muslim community, I should join them in praying for forgiveness as well. Like when I perform the Hajj or the Umrah during the month of Ramadan and the night of determination. At some such special occasions, I should remember my sins and ask God for forgiveness. But we shouldn't walk around all the time with this idea, okay, I did something wrong and God is not going to forgive me. That's not the right view of God. Now, as for reneging from the faith, and to the extent of even insulting God, as the questioner is saying, we have mentioned in the Quran about people reneging from the faith, but they're not immediately condemned from reneging from the faith. And the reneging from the faith comes with the similar type of things. People might say things which are, demeaning to God and so on. That's understood. But the Quran is assuring us that just by mere reneging from the faith, that is not what condemns the person. For example, in Surah Al-Baqarah, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارًا. So those who disbelieved and then died while they are disbelievers. So that doesn't apply to this questioner because this questioner has actually become a Muslim, has now submitted rather than disbelieved. Another verse of the Quran in the 4th chapter speaks about people who kafaru, amanu thumma kafaru, thumma amanu thumma kafaru. They believed and then they disbelieved. Then they believed again and then they disbelieved again. But then the important thing was dadu kufran, and then they increased in their denial and disbelief. So, those people are condemned. But in this case, our questioner has come back to the faith, so he doesn't fit that description. Surah Al-Munafiqeen, the 63rd chapter of the Quran, in the 3rd verse, it speaks about people who disbelieved and they remained like that. Until God stamps the disbelief in their hearts. But that's not the case of our questioner because he has come back to the faith. So there is always great hope for when a person comes back. The Quran says, "Inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a." God forgives all sins, and God says, "La taqnatu min rahmatillah." Do not despair of the mercy of Allah. So we should always return to God, seeking His forgiveness. He is described as Tawwab, which means He forgives again and again, as Ghaffar, which also means that He forgives again and again. So a mistake from the past should not, bring us down forever.
So beautifully said, Dr. Shabir. I hope it provides solace to the questioner.
And I hope so, for all of us, because we're all sinners.
Exactly.
If you enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe. And please donate to support our work at QuranSpeaks.com.